Lewandowski, he's out. What happened?
He's a good man. We've had great success. I got more primary votes than anybody in the history of the Republican Party by a tremendous amount, not by a little bit. I think Cory's terrific. I watched him before. He was terrific toward me. Said I was a talented person, and he's a talented person. He's a good guy. He's a friend of mine. But I think it's time now for a different kind of a campaign.
Look at that. Mexicans for Trump. Mexicans for Trump. I love it. I love it. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. That's cool, man.
But we have crooked Hillary. She is so bad in so many ways. You know, Crazy Bernie said that about Hillary. No, we love Bernie. Look, is Bernie unbelievable? He doesn't quit. He doesn't quit. Young Democrats for Trump. I like that. That's going to happen. I like that. Put that up. Thank you, man.
If we had people where the bullets were going in the opposite direction, right smack between the eyes of this maniac, if some of those wonderful people had guns strapped right here, right to their waist or right to their ankle, and this son of a bitch comes out and starts shooting, and one of the people in that room happened to have it and goes boom, boom. You know what? That would have been a beautiful, beautiful sight, folks. Her husband signed NAFTA. True. Maybe the worst economic development transaction ever signed in the history of our country. It cleaned out our manufacturing. I mean, I just won so many states. And I got to see these states. I went all over the different states in Pennsylvania, New York, all over the place. And I got to see what NAFTA, the havoc that it wreaked. And it's taken our jobs just like we're a bunch of babies, and moved them to other places. Honestly, moved them all over Mexico.
When I see a deal like was made with Iran, this horrible, horrible deal where we're giving them back $150 billion, to the best of my knowledge, and I tell you what, I've studied that thing pretty closely, we're getting almost nothing out of it. They're going to end up with their nuclear weapons and lots of other things, whatever they want. And then I see the way he treats Israel, I say, wow, there seems to be a double standard. I'm not happy about it. A lot of other people aren't happy about it. I can tell you the people in Israel are not happy about it. So I look at things and I see what's going on, and I'm a common sense person, and I don't like it. We have to really increase our intelligence gathering in this country. We have people in this country that are just as bad as him, worse than him.
Right.
And they're plotting things right now, and we're letting more in. Hillary Clinton's letting everybody in. She has a 550% increase over Obama. She wants to let that many more people in from Syria and from various places. Now, I just think it's insane because we don't know what's going on. We have no control over it. But you have people right now showing worse, in my opinion, worse and maybe with bigger minds than this savage that just got killed. I mean, the concept of allowing more people in when you know that many of them are going to have problems and going to cause trouble is incredible.
But what happened to the look, you understand, right? You know what happened. LGBT, the gay community. What happened was an assault on our country. It was an assault on the gay community. It was assault on everything that we all stand for. And we cannot let this happen again. And remember this. Remember this. Remember this. This was not about guns. This was about terrorism, pure and simple. This was about terrorism.
It's common sense. You're letting people in from Syria. They have no documentation. We don't know where they come from, really. This could be the all-time great Trojan horse. We'll bring the Trojan horse out of retirement. This could be the all-time great Trojan.
I spent $50 million, my own money, won the primaries, and let me just tell you, I spent less money than anybody and had the best result. Isn't that what we want as the president, right? But I hear these like little rumors, and it's mostly the press. See those guys? That's the most dishonest group of human beings you'll ever. The most, by the way, the most dishonest group. And they understand. But they wanted to, they like to start. One of these groups said today that Donald Trump, now think of this. First of all, it's illegal. Second of all, the last thing I would do in the world, Donald Trump may sell his campaign, may sell it. Now think of it. May sell it. He wants $150 million. Can you believe this? Donald Trump may. Number one, you can't do it. Number two, you could offer me 5 times that amount, and I wouldn't do it. One of the people was supposedly quoted, he might do it for $5 billion. Now, for $5 billion, I guess we have to think about it, right?
Well, it bothers me when he's afraid or doesn't want to mention the words radical Islamic terrorism when obviously.
But he says it doesn't do any good to do that. It doesn't influence his policy.
I disagree with him. And then they redact a lot of the different statements made by this thug, this horrible guy that killed all of those people. And it's a disgraceful thing. So I disagree. If you have a problem, you have to be able to speak openly about the problem.
And I have to say, by the way, Sheriff Joe, wherever you are, what a great guy. Sheriff Joe, what a great guy. Sheriff Joe, I love you, Sheriff Joe. What a great guy. So, Sheriff Joe endorsed Trump. And I want to tell you, I got the endorsement of 16,500 Border Patrol agents. And I asked them, and nobody knows better than them. And by the way, their job is much easier now. They're told to stand back, let everybody just walk through. They don't want that. They want to see our country be great again. They know what has to be done. But I said, do we need the wall? Tell me, do we need the wall? And they said, Mr. Trump, we need the wall. We need the wall.
Hey, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more.
We don't have deal makers. We have political. I won't say it. I won't say it because I'll get in trouble.